parents, why the heck are you showing this to your children and having them comment? That makes no sense to me. You're putting your children to do the dirty work. Why don't you do the dirt? What happened? You ain't got no balls? What's going on, guys? Your boy RedpillCanuck back again with another YouTube video. Shout out to the Canuck Squad for being involved and being active on this YouTube channel. And of course, today's episode, as always, is sponsored by RedpillCanuck.com. That's www.redpillcanuck.com. Our daily pill where we get all our financial news, podcasts, and all that fun stuff. And home of our latest addition to our lineup, Dear RPC, where you, the viewer, write in for advice and we give you our professional advice. But of course, we're not professionals. And of course, it's for entertainment purposes only. And if you're listening to us on an alternative platform, shout out to everybody on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout out to you. Make sure you check out my YouTube channel. Hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Now, we all know that we are in hard times now. Pause. Well, not yet, but we are getting there. Oh, yes, recession time is... Well, apparently recession time's already here, but the good old government said it's on its way. Yeah. Yeah, when you see lettuce is $5 or $5 each, you know there's something going on. You know there's trouble. But, of course, we all have to kind of have a side hustle, which I always advise, in order to sometimes make ends meet or to kind of compensate for the money that's lacking. Now, this individual, and this is not a uncommon story. Some of you ladies figure, hey, you know what? Let me monetize on the most important part of my body, my good. Oh, yes. Good old ONLYFans. But this teacher, I think, went a little overboard. Now let's get into the story. We're going to the U.S. Shout out to everybody in the U.S. We're going to Arkansas, I believe. Arkansas or Arizona? I think it's Arizona. We're going to Arizona. Yep, we're going to Arizona. And this young lady here, okay, not to be mean, but she's on OnlyFans. What is on her nose? That looks like a paperclip. Anyway, let me not prejudge the... Listen, some of y'all would smash this. I don't know. I personally wouldn't. That ain't my preference. There's a lot of red flags on there. A lot of tats. But anyway, let's get into the article here. A woman and her husband have been fired from their teaching jobs. Wait, they were both teachers? Oh, God. Anyway, I know where this is going already. But anyway, so they've been fired from their teaching jobs in Arizona after students and colleagues discovered they've been filming adult content on school grounds. Oh, no, you got to give them the L. Listen, if you're going to do this ish, do it in the privacy of your own home. Nobody can tell you what to do in your own house. But y'all doing this ish on school grounds at your job? Oh, boy. Anyway. Okay, so they were doing it on school grounds for the OnlyFans account. Samantha Peer and her husband Dylan Peer taught at Lake Havasu Unified School District. The couple's contends that their filming occurred after school hours. It doesn't matter. L for you. L for both of you. It doesn't matter if it was after hours. You're still on school property. You know what it's like? It's like you're sitting there and say, you know what? Let me smoke this crack. Let me smoke this Mary Jane. Let me push this methy meth. You know what? It's after school hours. Why not just do it? No, you can't do it. You're on school grounds. And you guys are teaching. You know what? Teachers are supposed to be smart. This is not smart at all. Okay, so apparently they were filming on school grounds and no students were present. It was still deemed inappropriate by the school district's officials who called for Samantha's resignation. Now, I understand, and this is this young lady here. Apparently she made a video. Oh, yes, she made a video. She's trying to, I don't know. She's trying to give an excuse to what she did. And some of you will actually give her sympathy. Now, I understand times are tough. We all got to do things we don't want to do. But don't do it on school ground. You see, I talked about the school system and how the school system is broken. This is just another indication that it's broken. You have teachers who are supposed to be smart and doing ish like this. I don't know. But anyway, let's see what this young lady has to say. I think I actually have it queued up, don't I?
Hello, my name is Samantha Peer, or some of you might know me by my alias, Chloe Carter. I was an employee at Thunderbolt for 5 years.
Okay,
and
why is
within
it
this time, salary able to survive
why am I only
on our
seeing
two
her
teacher
neck?
incomes.
Okay, why am I only seeing her neck? And I know if I go full screen, it ain't gonna work. Can I do it this way? It's gonna go blank, isn't it? Let me see. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. We got her.
My children are the most important thing to me, and I'm already spending countless hours outside of my contract time on extra school activities, and I don't think it's fair that I have to sacrifice
Oh, shoot. Okay, I don't know why I just did
my
there.
own children's time because our professional salary my family.
Okay, let's try that. I don't know why it's going like this.
I had to continue picking up extra stipends in order to make ends meet, such as co-advisor to yearbook club, STEM club advisor. I was mentoring a group of 4 uncertified new teachers and was going to coach softball in the spring. It got to a point where our family was not able to survive on our 2 teacher incomes.
Okay, you know what? We're just going to listen to her because I thought I don't know why it's like this. Like, who filmed this? Is this OnlyFans content right now that we have to look at this area here? Anyway. Hold on a second. Let me try something. Maybe if I go it this way. Okay, who filmed this? Like, who uploaded this, really? I know if I go full screen, it's not going to go, is it? Okay, let's try.
My children are the most important thing to me.
Let me try.
And I'm already spending countless hours outside of my contract time on extra school activities. And I don't think it's fair that I have to sacrifice my own children's time because our professional salary did not pay enough. Arizona is currently ranked 50th state as lowest paid teacher salary. I created a content at the beginning of the summer in order to earn extra money on the side to help pay for our basic necessities.
Okay, you know what? Okay, fine. I'll give her credit. Whatever you do in the privacy of your own home, as long as you don't associate with, your job, I really don't see anything wrong with it because, as long as you don't associate it with but the problem is that when you become a professional, such as a teacher, a nurse, or any law, anything to do with law or whatever, you're seen as a predominant member of society. So you're seen in a different light compared to a normal citizen. Not only that, you are actually held to an upper morality stance. It's not like a regular citizen. You are seen as more of a valid member of society. I don't want to classify people, but that's just basically what it is. They hold you to an upper morale stance. Now, when you're doing stuff like this, obviously it's frowned upon. But again, people cannot say what you can do in your private lives, in the privacy of your own home. But when it leaks out, obviously there's an issue. But this individual and her husband don't seem too bright either, because he allowed this to happen. L for him as well. Why would you do this on school grounds? That's stupid. But anyway, let's continue to hear what she has to say. At least she got the camera right now. She's filming half her body. Can't even operate a camera, and you're an OnlyFans content creator. Anyway, continuing.
Our salaries were no longer meeting.
Messed up again.
I chose an anonymous name, as well as blocking the entire state of Arizona on my OnlyFans so that it wasn't accessible to anyone living in the state. It was brought to my attention on October 24th that a community member had expressed concerns to the police and my school regarding video content. At this time, I was placed on paid administrative leave and probation pending investigation.
Ma'am, you're lucky you got paid leave, because you know what? Stuff like that, you're lucky they didn't just fire you at all. Like, just fire you right off the bat. But I think because you're unionized, obviously they had to investigate. So you're lucky. You're lucky you got paid. Anyway, continuing.
2 days later, I had asked that an individual that was assigned to my case be removed because they had created a hostile work environment between me and other coworkers for several years during my employment. I did not feel safe with them knowing this information, and I felt that they would spread it in retaliation for their own personal vendetta. On October 31st, I decided to resign from Lake Havasu Unified School District under pressure. However,
No, you decided to resign because you knew your ass was going to get fired. Like you say you're having financial issues and you're just going to up and quit. You know what you did was wrong. You knew as soon as you got caught what you did was wrong. Even before you got caught, you probably had that little man inside of you saying, you know what? And I'm not talking about your husband. You had that little voice that said, you know what? This is not a good idea. But you decide to ignore that little voice. That was not smart, ma'am. L for you. Anyway, continuing.
Was not fired. The superintendent assured me that only her, the individual that was removed from my case, and my own family were aware of the situation and content, and told me that if I had resigned before the board meeting on Monday, October 31st, the school would not publicize what was going on. On November 2nd, my husband was put on paid administrative leave because faculty reported pictures of myself that were being spread amongst other teachers. The following Friday, November 4th, my husband was terminated from the elementary school because he is classified as a long-term sub and he has an at-will contract. The superintendent stated he can be let go for no reason at all. It wasn't until Sunday, November 6th, when I had not been a teacher.
Okay, how long is this video?
For the school district for 6 days.
Okay, we got another
that my
2
social
minutes.
media used for advertising became viral. November 6th was the first day that previous students and community members began following my alias accounts. Other school teachers were notified of the site and they began to spread it amongst themselves. Those teachers...
Okay, did they subscribe to you? Listen, ma'am, I understand what you're saying. There's a lot of word salad here. There's a lot of shuffling going on. I understand you're trying to make yourself right in this situation. You're indeed wrong. You're wrong. Yes, of course, they're going to pass your information around. You're out there on social media. Let it be Facebook or YouTube or Twitter, Instagram, and even OnlyFans counts as social media, which means society is gonna know and watch your media. You can hide as much as you want and do geo-tracking, blocking, whatever you want to do, all them ish. You could try to block from another region, but we all know there's ways around that, and it doesn't always work. It takes one person to get that link to leak it out. But to be fair to her, we'll watch the rest of the video. There's only another 2 minutes anyway, but there's a lot of word salad going on. Well, with no tomatoes or olives. Anyway, continuing. And I think I know, apologies to her. I know I said she can't film. It looks like it's the website. So, because every time I load it back, I have to go in full screen and bring it back again. So, I'll give her credit. It looks like she can film properly, but it looks like she's doing a mugshot. But anyway, shout out to her. Let's continue.
Also, we're telling students my anonymous name and showing them my page. This was also sent to the parents, and they decided to do the same.
Okay, hold on a second. You were showing the students what? Bruh. Okay, aren't these kids? Wait, let me go back.
As well.
Wait, let me go back to that spot there.
November 6th was the first day that previous students and community members began following my alias account. Other school teachers were notified of the site, and they began to spread it amongst themselves. Those teachers also were telling students my anonymous name and showing them my page.
Okay, you know what? That's an L for them. Why are they showing the students that? How old are these? Okay, what kind of school is this? How old are these kids? Are you even allowed to do that? Okay, you know what? What kind of school is this? How old are these students? Does it say? Because why the hell are you showing the students this? There's no reason why you should be showing this. But anyway, let's continue with our video here.
This was also sent to the parents, and they decided to do the same thing as well. They were sharing my anonymous name and content page with their children and allowing them to comment and follow on my accounts, although they are specifically labeled as not safe for work, 18 plus only.
Okay, you know what? That might be a little bit of an issue. Yeah, L to those parents. There's a lot of L's in this story. There's a lot of L's. Like, parents, why the heck are you showing this to your children and having them comment? That makes no sense to me. You're putting your children to do the dirty work. Why don't you do the dirt? What happened? You ain't got no balls? Cuff your balls and be proper parents. You're making an issue, because I guarantee the school, obviously, they brought this out. But of course, parents had to complain as well. Parents, if you have an issue with this, why in Chief's name are you showing this to children and making them do the dirty work for you? You guys are cowards. I'm telling you, y'all cowards. And I'm not trying to bail this woman out, because she's in the wrong too. L for her too. There's L's all around here. Now let's finish this video here, and then we'll continue with the article.
Students were never aware of my social medias, nor did they follow me until after I had resigned from the district on October 31st and went locally viral on November 6th. It wasn't until November 9th that these links were available on my personal social medias due to state news coverage. Parents are still allowing their students to follow, contact, harass, and intimidate me. These parents are posting my personal address online and threatening to show my underage children revenge porn.
Okay, you know what? That's actually a criminal offense. Unless these children are under, and I think in the States it's 21, depending on this. Okay, we're gonna look something up here. Okay, let's see here. Adult age in Arizona. Okay, they got to be 18 years of age in order to see this. If they are under 18 years of age, you're showing you're breaking the law. You cannot be showing your children this sort of material. Yes, again, this woman is in the wrong. Her husband is in the wrong. But you are even more in the wrong, parents. Showing your children this and having them do your bidding? L for you. And if that's the case, and they can prove it, those parents may be charged. So y'all ain't using your damn brain. Continuing.
Community members are now going to public places, such as my gym, and threatening to cancel their membership because their children also go there. The gym owner chose to terminate my membership, although I had been a member for 4 years, because other juvenile members were harassing me by taking my picture and videotaping me while I was trying to work out. The video that was created and advertised was made after contract hours on the weekend. No minors were ever present or involved in the videos.
Okay, obviously, because you would be in jail right now. But you did it on school grounds. That was your mistake. Now, if you would have did it in the privacy of your own home, yes, obviously, you are held to a higher stance of morality because you are a teacher. So it probably would have ended the same, I guess, of you being terminated or having you choose. But if whatever this individual is going through is legit, now I'm only hearing her side. I haven't seen anything else. But if even 5% of what she's saying is true, she may have a lawsuit in her hands. She may have a lawsuit. Because there's a thin line between being out there in the public and being harassed. Now, this does sound like harassment. Like, there's no reason why your gym should be canceling your membership if you're a paying customer and you're not doing anything out of the norm there, or unless you're filming content there too. But if you're not, then the gym shouldn't be taking away your membership. There's a lot of allegations in this story. I didn't realize this story was this messy, to say the least. But yeah, let me unfreeze her from here.
I am already paying the consequences.
Let me unfreeze her from here. But yeah, that being said, if even 5% of what she's saying is true and can be proven, she may have grounds for a lawsuit. So, but we just have a little more of the video, and then we'll get back into the article, and we're going to continue.
By losing my teaching certificate, as well as losing the job that I loved most. I thoroughly enjoyed working with my coworkers, teaching my students science, and it brought joy to me every day. Looking back at the situation, I wholly regret creating the video in the classroom after school hours. But I felt trapped in my financial situation, and I felt this was the only way that my family would be able to survive.
No, there was other ways you could have survived, man. There's other things you could have done. You're a science teacher. You could have did extra tutoring. You could have went on Fiverr, and if you're educated, you could actually outsourced your expertise. There's a lot of things you can do. Now, ladies, I need you to chime in on this because this doesn't make any sense to me. Why every time y'all ladies in a bind, and I'm not saying all ladies, I'm saying some ladies, why is when females are in a bind, the first thing they go and do is sell their cooch? Now, I'm not saying she's doing that, but technically she is. If you're going on OnlyFans or any of these sites, because apparently even Instagram has subscription services now, you kind of have to wonder why. But anyway, it is what it is. Once you go and you do that, you're basically selling your cooch because it's out there. Now, a lot of ladies, I know you watch me, but please, if you're in this sort of situation or a similar situation, think of the repercussions that may follow. Because the issue now, you were having financial situation, ma'am. What about now? Now you ain't got no damn job. Or, and I've seen this before, how do you know this is not a publicity stunt? And she's making more money on OnlyFans, and she's trying to get pity to get subscribers to her OnlyFans. That's another thing you could think of. But then again, Then again, I don't even know how much she's making, honestly. I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't know how much she's making. Anyway, let's finish up the video.
However, I do not believe that my name should be smeared throughout the community when I made one mistake that didn't affect anybody until other adults began allowing children access to my content. It has been quite concerning to me that parents are continuing to allow their children to comment, harass me and my family, and threaten myself as well as others connected to my social media, as well as follow pages that they knew themselves are not appropriate for minors.
Okay, well, if that's the case, and is this video done? Yeah, the video's done. So if that's the case, then law enforcement is going to have to get involved because kids shouldn't be looking at that. They should not be looking at it as illegal. And if parents, if you're doing that, L to you. And you actually could be in trouble. But anyway, let's continue with the article here. I didn't realize that video was going to be that long. The couple began filming explicit content for extra money. Samantha Peer posted a statement on her Facebook account on November the 11th to tell her side of the story. I'm guessing this was the video here. She claimed that Arizona ranks 50th in teacher salaries and that her and her husband could no longer provide for their family, which I understand. A lot of people are having that same problem now. She alleged that although she excelled in her job as a science teacher, she had not received a pay increase in 5 years. She picked up several opportunities at the school to help her financial situation, but said it wasn't enough. Okay, so she did pick up extra jobs, but if that's the case and it's not cutting out for you, why didn't you just get another job somewhere else? Like, why did it have to be within the school? Anyway, maybe she tried. I don't know. I created content at the beginning of summer in order to earn extra money on the side to pay for our basic necessities that our salaries were no longer meeting. I chose an anonymous name as well as blocking the entire state of Arizona on my OnlyFans so that it wasn't accessible to anyone living in the state, she said in a video post. Yeah, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. You could easily use a VPN and it would bypass that. Okay, so remember, obviously someone found it. Samantha Peer said that despite her efforts on October 24th, she was informed that a community member reported concern about her online content to police and school administration. She was placed on paid administration leave, like I said, you were lucky, and probation while the school investigated the claims. At the time, she requested that a member of the investigative team be removed for the case, saying that she created a hostile work environment. Okay, we don't need to know that. And it says right here, so she resigned on Halloween Eve. She alleged that the district did not fire her, but she resigned under pressure. At the time of the superintendent assured her that her information shared during the investigation would stay confidential. She also alleged that the school administration told her that if she resigned before the upcoming school board, nothing in the case would be shared to the school community. Yeah, no. Good luck with that. Once somebody already knows, it's like a virus. Once somebody already knows, it's gonna get shared all over the place. So yeah, that was false hope there. Her husband was let go on November the 4th because his position at the school did not disclose the reason for his termination. Well, obviously it was linked to that. Okay, so apparently their content went viral on November the 6th. Her social media used for advertising. Wait, what? Her social media used for advertising became viral. Oh boy. Okay, wait, hold on a sec. Okay, was this under the assumed name or was this actually your social media? If that's the case, then you set yourself up. Okay, so November the 6th was the first day that previous students and community members began following my alias. So previous students, so maybe they are over the age of 18 then? Other school teachers were notified of the site and began to spread themselves and blah, 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 blah. Okay. because she feels that she faced the consequences for her actions. Well, you know what? Yeah, obviously you lost your job, but it's like a fire. They're throwing oil in the fire. It ain't going to go out that easy. But I feel trapped in my financial situation. That's why she did it. And I felt there was no other way for my family to survive. Yes, there was other ways, ma'am. However, I do not believe that my name should be smeared throughout the community. No, it's all over the world now. Because apparently this actually was in Canadian news as well. I made one mistake and it did not affect anybody other than adults began allowing their... See, this is the problem here. Now, I think the police need to look into this. Because if that's the case, you need to see how old these kids are. Okay, so the district already addressed the situation. Looks like students... Oh, wait, hold on a second. So it comes to our attention that students have been airdropping explicit material. The image did not happen during school day. And this person is no longer... We remove all images from your child's phone and talk to them about the appropriate use of technology. Okay, so it looks like these kids actually might be underage then. Because you don't tell a grown-up about this or somebody as of age. So that's an issue there. And apparently there's another video. Okay, well, we'll give her her time here. This video, this article's almost done anyway. So let's see how long this video is.
Hello. My name is Samantha Peer.
Oh God, is this another 5? Okay, anyway, we'll just skim through it.
Or you might know me as my alias Chloe Carter. And I just wanted to give a little update after hearing some comments that were made about my statement. So the biggest concern that I read was a lack of remorse. And I know this was a very big mistake. I've never defended myself saying that it was an okay thing to do. Looking back at it, I would never do that again. But I also am a person and I do make mistakes too. And although this was a very big mistake, this isn't who I am and it doesn't define who I will be in the future. I've been a teacher for 7 years, and 5 of those 7 years were in Lake Havasu, teaching 8th grade science. And before this incident, if you
were so 8th grade science. Now I don't know. Okay, I know in Canada, 8th grade is not. That's not 18, is it? Okay, hold on a second. What grade is... Okay. How... I'm going to try something here, guys. Yeah, it looks like they might be 13 to 14 years old. So they're underage. They're definitely underage. Adolescent. So yeah, if that's the case, then... And if it is true, like this is all allegedly, because we're only hearing one side of this. If that's the case, then these parents should be investigated. They definitely should if these parents are showing these kids her material. Now, we don't know what kind of material she has on there. Maybe it's just bikini photos, which I highly doubt. I highly doubt that. But if that's the case, they need to look into this. They really do. Anyway, let's listen to her remorseful video. I don't hear any remorse, to be honest with you. But anyway.
I had asked anybody, my coworkers, my former students, my current students, I'm really confident that they would tell you I was very passionate about my job and I was very good at it. I have an undergraduate degree in biology and I have my master's in secondary education. I'm very highly qualified.
Okay, you know what? You listing your qualifications is not helping you. Because you listing all your qualifications is literally saying, I knew right from wrong. Bruh. I knew right from wrong. And you still went and did this. Oh, boy. She's digging a deeper hole for herself with the way I see it. She just said, okay, you know what? I made the mistake and move on. Don't shuffle. Don't make excuses. You don't need to show remorse. Obviously, you're making the situation worse. You listing that you're smart shows that... Never mind. Let's just watch a little more of this.
To teach what I do. And the last several years, I've had very high evaluations. I was very, very good at teaching science, but I also cared deeply about my students. And I cared for them as much as I care for my own 2 children. I cared how they performed.
And you know what? That's another thing, and we're gonna probably be done with this video. Because there's even more shuffling going on here. The issue is, and a lot of ladies don't understand this, when you decide to go and do content like OnlyFans, you don't realize that your kids may eventually see what you've done. Like, there's no way you can shelter them from stuff that you've done in the past, because eventually they're going to find it. Do you even think before you do? I don't think you do, because this is definitely going to affect them. Like, I'm going to go full screen for this one, because you know what? Again, we all have financial trouble. It is the norm in this day and age. But you don't go do something that's unethical. You don't sacrifice what you have already in order to get more. Because now you're laying in your bed there and you ain't got no damn job. And the thing is, who knows if OnlyFans was even doing good for you to begin with? How much money were you really making? Were you making that much money you're willing to sacrifice and gamble with something that was giving you guaranteed income as opposed to the subscription content? Anyway, we're done with this video. You know, honestly, based on what I heard in the first 2 minutes there, you're just basically trying to make an excuse. Yeah, you're trying to show remorse, but you're digging yourself a deeper hole. All you're saying is that, you know what, I'm a smart person and I care about kids. That could definitely be used against you. But let's just finish the article here. So it says that she posted her video remorse. She made a second video to address the concerns and remission of guilt. Of course, I'm remorseful. I miss it a lot. I have never asked for sympathy. She says in the video, I just want to move on with my life because this is not where I want to be. At the time, all the social media accounts were still linked to her Facebook page. Well, interesting story, but it literally says you gotta think before you react. And again, I'm not trying to be mean. We all have our preferences, but I really don't know how much money she's really making. But anyway, that's not me. That's up to you guys. I ain't gonna police nobody's salami. But yeah, I just thought this was an interesting video. But yeah, make sure you guys think before you act. Because, yeah, she lost her job now. But anyway. And doing it on school grounds was even more and more... It was more dumb. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode of our good old RedpillCanuck channel. Thanks for watching and listening. Shout out to everybody on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Hit the follow button on the way out. Shout out to you. And for everybody watching on YouTube, hit the like button on the way out and subscribe button if you haven't already. And again, special thanks to RedpillCanuck.com, our daily pill where we get all our news articles and all that fun stuff. I will see y'all in the next one. Later. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you smash that like button. And to check out our more recent uploads, check here on the top left. and to check out our playlist, check here on the top right. And make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And also check out our Quick Hits channel, which is also located down below for our more bite-sizable content. I'll see you guys in the next one.